Bowman Gray Stadium. They call it the Madhouse, and NASCAR avoided it for 54 years for good reason. This quarter-mile track is so tight that contact is mandatory, so brutal that fights are expected, and so unforgiving that survival matters more than speed. But on February 1st, the Cup Series returns for 200 laps of chaos. The stadium is sold out, the barriers are ready, and what happens next could be the wildest night in NASCAR history. The latest construction milestone came in early December when NASCAR announced the installation of a massive new video board at the historic venue. The old 19 by 19 foot screen has been replaced with an impressive 32 by 19 foot Samsung LED display. This is not just about size. The new board runs on a next-generation Motion Rocket Launchpad 3 content management system, featuring built-in redundancy to ensure fans never miss a moment of the action. High-definition clarity, improved brightness, and exceptional color accuracy means spectators will see every detail of what promises to be an intense battle on track. The timing of this upgrade could not be better. The new display will make its debut during the 2026 Cookout Clash weekend, giving fans enhanced views of live racing action, real-time scoring, leaderboard statistics, and safety alerts all simultaneously through split-screen capabilities. For a track known for chaos and controversy, having crystal-clear views of every incident will only add to the experience. But the video board represents just one piece of a larger puzzle. The stadium underwent significant renovations before last year's inaugural modern-era Clash. A state-of-the-art Musco lighting system was installed, bathing the track in that distinctive red glow that captivated television audiences. The old guardrails surrounding the track were completely removed and replaced with safer barriers and protective catch fencing. These safety improvements were essential because everyone in NASCAR knew exactly what was coming when Cup Series cars returned to Bowman Gray after a 54-year absence. The 2025 Cookout Clash delivered on every promise. Chase Elliott dominated the event, leading 171 of 200 laps to claim victory in front of a sold-out crowd. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric. Fans packed every available seat to witness history as NASCAR's top series returned to a venue that had been waiting since 1971 for this moment. The racing was exactly what the Madhouse is famous for: aggressive, unforgiving, and spectacular. Elliott's victory came after intense door-to-door battles with Ryan Blaney and other former champions. The narrow confines of the quarter-mile oval left zero margin for error. Every lap required precision, patience, and the willingness to bang fenders when necessary. This is short-track racing in its purest form, and the drivers knew it. In his post-race interview, Elliott acknowledged the unique challenge, telling fans how special it was to race in a stadium environment and thanking them for making the moment memorable. The contrast with the previous Clash venue could not be more stark. For 3 years, NASCAR held this exhibition race at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, creating a temporary track inside a massive stadium known for hosting Olympics and Super Bowls. The LA events featured pyrotechnics, celebrity appearances, and all the glitz you would expect from a major Los Angeles production. While those races generated excitement and introduced NASCAR to new audiences, they lacked something fundamental. They lacked the grit, the history, and the authenticity of real grassroots racing. Bowman Gray Stadium represents everything the Coliseum was not. Built in 1937 during the Great Depression, this venue has been the home of weekly NASCAR-sanctioned racing since 1949. It holds the distinction of being NASCAR's longest-running weekly racetrack. From 1958 through 1971, the stadium hosted 29 NASCAR Grand National races, the series that would eventually become the Cup Series. Racing legends like Richard Petty competed here during an era when short tracks formed the backbone of the sport. The track earned its Madhouse nickname honestly. Racing around a football field on a flat quarter-mile oval creates an environment where contact is not just likely, but inevitable. Tempers flare. Fights break out. The weekly modified and sportsman division races at Bowman Gray are famous for producing dramatic confrontations both on track and off. This is racing where emotions run hot and grudges can last for years. When NASCAR decided to bring the Cup Series back here, everyone understood the potential for fireworks. The decision to move the Clash from Los Angeles to Winston-Salem represents a deliberate shift in NASCAR's approach. The sanctioning body is reconnecting with its roots, acknowledging that while spectacle has its place, authenticity matters. Fans have responded enthusiastically. The 2025 event sold out completely, and tickets for the 2026 race are moving quickly despite the event being weeks away. The weekend schedule amplifies the grassroots appeal. On Saturday, January 31st, the Cookout Madhouse Classic returns, featuring invitation-only fields from the Modified and Sportsman divisions. The top 22 Modified drivers and top 20 Sportsman competitors will battle in separate races before Cup Series practice and qualifying begin. These local heroes, the drivers who race at Bowman Gray every week during the regular season, get their moment in the spotlight. Last year's modified race saw Chris Fleming hold off the legendary Burt Myers in a thrilling finish that set the tone for Sunday's Cup Series event. The infrastructure supporting all this has been carefully upgraded. Enhanced fiber, power, and network capacity now supports advanced IPTV and mobile engagement systems. The new video board can handle multiple data streams simultaneously, providing fans with instant access to information that would have been impossible just a few years ago. For a facility that opened more than 80 years ago, Bowman Gray is remarkably well equipped for modern racing. What makes this story particularly compelling is the viral nature of the anticipation. Social media has been flooded with discussions about what might happen when NASCAR's biggest stars tackle this tiny, unforgiving track. 200 laps on a flat quarter mile where passing requires aggressive moves and contact is unavoidable. The potential for wrecks is enormous. The potential for fights is real. The potential for old-school drama is exactly what has fans counting down the days. The narrative of old-school NASCAR is back has taken hold because it rings true. Modern Cup Series racing primarily happens on large speedways and road courses where drivers have room to maneuver. Mistakes can be corrected. Patience can be rewarded. Bowman Gray offers none of those luxuries. Every decision matters immediately. Every slight touch can trigger a chain reaction. Drivers who normally maintain composure might find themselves involved in heated confrontations after the kind of contact that is standard operating procedure at the Madhouse. NASCAR Regional's managing director Joey Denowitz has embraced this identity. In announcing the return of the Clash for 2026, he emphasized the track's status as NASCAR's first weekly racetrack and its role as the original home to grassroots racing. The partnership between NASCAR, the city of Winston-Salem, and Winston-Salem State University has been crucial in making these upgrades possible while preserving the track's historic character.